Hello, my Earth signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of September 19th to September 26th. If you happen to be coming across this outside of that time, of course, Spirit and Creator are not bound by time or space. So if your gut brought you here and you were nudged here by Spirit, I would definitely watch it because obviously there is a message for you. All right. And if you are watching this between September 19th and September 26th, this, of course, is for all my Earth signs, my Taurians, my Virgos, my Capricorns, no matter where it's at in your chart. This week, the big energy that I wanted to mention is the Pisces full moon energy on the 20th. So definitely bringing in this beautiful, beautiful, expansive emotional energy. You know, full moons already by themselves expand whatever emotion we're feeling during the time. So, you know, if you're focusing on sadness, that gets amplified. If you're focusing on happiness and love, that gets expanded. And so the full moon itself is doing that, and then multiply it like by 10 or more with Pisces, you know, energy, because Pisces feel, you know, your emotions so deeply, and they're connected to that intuition and huge empaths. So all that energy just allows you to feel everything so much more deeply. So definitely something to keep an eye on. I have created a separate video for each zodiac sign for the Pisces full moon, and I'll throw that playlist link at the end of this video if you want to check that out. But we're going to go ahead and jump right in here and see what else the Creator wants you to know about this beautiful week. So we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Oracle E cards and see what the Creator wants you to know just overall for the week. What heads up does the Creator want you to have? All right, Creator, so for our Earth signs, what do you want them to know about this week coming up here? Okay. Make it really obvious for us, please. Okay. This is the one that is standing out, wanting to be heard. You got laser beam number 39, and I love that. I love all this crown chakra energy, all the purple. So definitely this laser beam focus of these beautiful energies coming in for you this week. And let me see what special message comes with that. Yeah, bring your attention back to center, back to your intention. You've been wavering a bit, but all it takes to achieve your desires is a little bit of concentration. Focus on what you want, then focus again for extra laser-like precision and clarity. Relish the sweet feeling of zeroing in on that finish line. So, yeah, definitely. And so it's a good reminder. You know, I mean, we're not alone in being distracted by the external world. There's so many things, and don't we get flooded with so much information all over the place, you know, whether it's about earthquakes or hurricanes or fires or, you know, health things going on, or wars and rumors of wars and aliens and asteroids. And I mean, there's so much that we get inundated with compared to way back in the day when you'd wake up and go work on your crops or, you know, feeding animals. You know, it's just your daily things. Now we have so much information coming in, we can get distracted pretty easily by a lot of bright and shiny things. But now this laser beam, instead of it being this red dot that we chase after, it's like, get behind that laser. Don't be the one chasing after the dot. Be the one zeroing your laser. Don't know why I saw the cat chasing the little red dot, right? I'm also going to pull some cards here from these Chinese tarot, and just to see what else the Creator wants you to know about this upcoming week. Creator, what else do you want our Earth signs to know about the week coming up, please? Okay, I like this one. Okay, what else? This one. This one and this one. All right, so let's take a look here. Yeah, 7 of Cups. So yeah, definitely cups are all your emotions and your focus. And you can kind of see here, daydreaming. What do I want? What do I really want? And you're drifting off and drifting off. It's like, come back here, come back to center, wake up, focus on, determining your focus. And maybe that is, this is a general reading. So there is this, kind of dual message. It's like, for those of you that know what your passion is and that you want to focus on, it's this reminder, hey, focus back on that. For some of you, it's also like, well, I have no idea what I want. That's why I'm kind of pointing my laser all over the place, is I don't know really what I want to have. And that's normal, we kind of go through this aha moment in our lives where like the first, I'm just going to generalize it and say like the first half of our lives, we spend trying to meet all the expectations, this dream that someone else's dream that was put on us, this is what you should do. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you have to do. This is what you need to do. This external expectation of what we're supposed to do with our lives, how we're supposed to feel, all these opinions on all those shoulds and supposed to's, right? Or these opinions on how you're supposed to feel about things and pursue. And so this, we spend half our lives doing that, but there's no passion in that. There's no drive in that. And that's why we drift and daydream away from it, because it's not truly what we are wanting. It's what someone else was wanting for us. And so, it's like working out. If you make this New Year's resolution because you think this is what I'm supposed to do, right? Because this is what I'm supposed to look like. Because if I'm not, then I'm not lovable, or blah, blah, blah. How long does that last, right? A month if you're lucky. But if you, from inside of you, you have a passion of doing something, like it makes your heart sing, it makes your soul sing, and you want to pursue something, like maybe it's clay pottery, and you love expressing this beautiful creativity you have inside, then you wake up excited, like even if you work a full-time job and you do pottery on the side, you're like, okay, I'm so excited. I'm going to go to work, and after work, then I'm going to blah, 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 blah. Rather than the feeling of when you're not living, you don't have this passionate outlet, and you don't have this passionate awareness. Then you wake up in the morning going, oh, I've woke up again. Oh, well, here we go. Drag myself out of bed, try to generate energy to make it through the day. So there's this huge difference, right? So for those of you that know your passion, it's like, yep, zap it again, get it back in alignment, refresh it, find out your why. Why are you living? Are you just existing? No, live, And for those of you that don't know what your passion is yet, then this is the wake-up call for you, right? This is that, hey, look into your heart, take time away somewhere, get away from all the expectations and all that noise in your head, get into your heart, and just how do you uniquely want to share your passion and unconditional love with the world? How do you want to express that? If money didn't matter, how would you express that to the world? And start taking steps to do that. Put that laser focus on that. And even if it's taking a small step every day, it's better to wake up with that passion to take that next step than to wake up wishing you didn't wake up, right? And then you have the 7 of Cups, you have the 7 of Swords. And so the 7 of Swords, you can see here, it's like all these battling thoughts, because swords are air energy. So it's your thoughts, it's your mind, your expectations, your mindsets, your attitudes. And so all these beliefs that you have, all those supposed to's and shoulds and expectations are what are battling in your head. And I love that you have both of these 7s here. So you have all these emotions that you think you're supposed to feel. You have all these thoughts and supposed to be and expectations you think you're supposed to fulfill. And this is what's bringing this to a head, because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? And when you drift away from living your passion, this is how you end up feeling. Because you have this battle in your head of, well, I want to do this, but I'm supposed to, should, need to, have to, but, and so it's really facing those fears of letting other people's expectations down, right? And who's going to live your life? You? I mean, a couple of years ago, when all the big transition of all the stuff started happening in the world with health-wise and divisions and everything else, I had my kind of second wake-up call, because it was like 7 or 8 years ago, I left a job that I had and went to, live my life. I wanted to live, and then money started to run out, and I went back to the old company I worked for, and then another about 7 years went by, 5 to 7 years went by, and again, I was going, what am I doing? Why am I not living my dream? I went back into the old way, and I got so sucked back into it that I forgot my dream, and then that big wake-up call happened, and I'm like, I could die tomorrow, and what am I waiting for to live my dream to die? So it's like, live our passions, live our dreams. This is a big wake-up call, right? And then you have the Six of Swords, which is beautiful, because the Six of Swords is movement of thought. So it's moving from old ways to new ways, old thoughts to new thoughts. And it can actually even mean, because this is a general reading, of course, it could actually mean physical movement. So you can be moving locations, moving to a different city, moving to a different, leaving a job and going to a new job, leaving a relationship, going to a new kind of relationship. So it's definitely about this movement that happens in your life. And then especially a movement of thoughts and beliefs. And, especially with these expectations, it's like you're leaving old ways, old thoughts and expectations behind, and with this movement into this new passionate time of your life. I like it. Yeah, because here's all this swords, a lot of thoughts going on. Yeah, because the Nine of Swords, I call it like the insomnia card or nightmare card, and a lot of readers do, because it's what keeps you up at night. All these expectations, trying to achieve all these things, you don't have enough time in the day, and your brain just fears failing at things, and so it keeps all those expectations looping in your head, wants to keep you in the game. Your ego wants to keep you into this place of safety. Don't go out there, don't live your passion. At least this, even if you're miserable, this is safe. But after a while, your fear of what might happen, your fear of rejection, gets outweighed by this ugly feeling of being stagnant and not living your dream. You just can't take it anymore. And when your fears get outweighed by the ugly feeling, that's when you take action, not until then. When your fears still outweigh the ugly feeling, you're like, I'll just stay here, usually. Unless you're like really strong-willed and like, what? I'm going to make up that space and make the decision to jump and do that. So I love this transformational message here for you, this new spark coming. And we're going to actually pull a card here from this Spirit Junkie deck and just see what the final message the Creator has for you this week. But definitely, this getting your... It's like letting your small t truths of life go when you're finding your capital T truth, and your small p purposes are falling away, and your capital P purpose is making itself known. It's been like burning inside of you and it wants out. All right, Creator. What's your final message for our Earth signs for this week, please? Nope. I said not those yet. Okay. And I said just the top one. Okay. Sorry, let me clean up my little mess here. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. So exactly as I was saying, when the stuff that you love inside, right? When you're not able to express that and have that ugly feeling of repressing your passion, repressing the stuff that makes your heart sing, it's more important than all that you fear. So, definitely, it's like, what have you got to lose? If you're not living, you're just existing, right? So, I know at one point in my life, I was, my early 20s, I was going to end my life because of everything that was going on in it. And I go back to that feeling when I feel overwhelmed, because I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? I could die. Well, you were going to do that anyway. You were going to end your life. So what's the worst that could happen is what you're going to do to yourself. So why not try living? Live without all those fears and then just go for it, right? And then when you feel fear again, I just always take myself back to death. I know it sounds kind of dark, but I'm like, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? I could die. Okay, well, then live. and go pursue what you want. What have you got to lose? Just your life. And you're thinking of ending that, like when you wake up in the morning and you wish you were dead. It's like, well, what's the worst that could happen? You just face these expectations you have in your mind of that I'm supposed to have, this much money in this house and these positions and these friends and this partner, and I'm supposed to look this way and be this way and blah, 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 blah. When you really let all that go, then that's when you have this, like the Six of Swords, you're moving from old thoughts to new beliefs. You're like, I can live life instead of exist. So I am loving this transformational awareness that's coming for you. And just know as you're going throughout this period here that every second of every day, regardless of what you do, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator, the Mother and Father of all things. So you are always loved anyway by the most important being of all, right? When the king and queen love you unconditionally and think you're awesome and brilliant, who cares what the rest of the kingdom might think? That's the most important love of all. I also like to let everyone know, if you do want to watch that Pisces full moon video, the playlist will be like up in one of these corners here. So just click on that and that'll take you to the playlist. Just choose the zodiac sign. And I also do like monthly zodiac readings in addition to these. Weekly I do like full moon and new moon readings and a variety of others. So if you want to get notified when those come out, if you haven't already, just click on the little subscribe button down below, and then that will make this little bell icon, notification bell, pop up. And just click on that and select the notifications you want, and then you'll get notified. It's easy breezy. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Just know I love you very much, and have an amazing week, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. You take care.